What up? What up? What up? Shrek League Podcast, man. Episode number 137. If you're new to this, my name is Randy Little. As I say, practically every episode now, like, you see me at the beginning, you see me at the end, you see a group of dudes way more interesting than me in the middle. I'm in there too. I edit, I upload, I post, you know what I'm saying? I produce, I host this thing, as they say. But on this episode, we talk Bad Boys for Life. Excuse me. We talk Bad Boys Ride or Die in heavy spoiler, length, depth, whatever the fuck. If you have not seen Bad Boys Ride or Die, go watch it, then come back, holla at us, ride with us together, die with us together, scratch all of that. The Bad Boys tagline does not work in podcast marketing. I'm rambling. It's me, it's E-Sig, it's Rocket. It is Bad Boys, it is Venom Last Dance trailer reaction, and then it is basically 40 years of Ghostbusters celebration. With that said, make sure you give us a rating. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a 1 star, 5 stars, somewhere in the middle. No matter where you at in the world, show that love. Unless you're a fan of Get Rich or Die Trying. Show no love, love will get you killed. Recently in the theater, the weekend of May the 31st. I ain't gonna hold you. I know Disney put out a Daisy Ridley led movie that I don't remember the title of. Like, I don't know if it got that wide of a release. Like, my theater didn't get it, and I don't know anybody that saw it. Keeping it funky. This past weekend, obviously, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Richard Linklater directed Hitman on Netflix. This upcoming weekend, the 14th of June, Inside Out 2 comes out. I thought there was other, like, streaming related shit. Does The Boys premiere? The Boys season 4 premiere on Thursday? That's on Prime. And then the weekend that I plan to record the next episode, we got the Bike Riders, we got Kinds of Kindness in the theater. Hopefully in my theater. But let's hit physical media. Tuesday, May the 28th was the Tuesday after the last episode dropped. I see Anatomy of a Fall on Criterion. I see Kung Fu Panda 4. I see a Batman 4K Steelbook, Tim Burton Batman 1989. I see Arthur the King. I see Bob Marley One Love. Girl Fight came out on Criterion. I forgot about that. With the movie that put Michelle Rodriguez on. I don't know what Knox Goes Away is, but Michael Keaton is in it. Supposedly, Kino Labor dropped Monk Season 7. I ain't got my copy yet, though. I see a Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, 4K Steelbook. Crybaby, it's probably a re-release. That's it for May the 20... Damn it, this screen jumped. That's it for May the 28th. I'll be talking to myself while on wax. I'm not crazy, though, I swear. June the 4th. Did I get any? I don't think I got shit on June the 4th. I see a Back to the Future 4K combo pack. Oh, that A24 put out Love Lies Bleeding exclusively through them. I got Marcel the Shell with Shoes On through them. I might cop Love Lies Bleeding. I just haven't yet. This upcoming Tuesday is what, the 11th? Godzilla Kong, The New Empire. I was just talking about that shit like 3 episodes ago in the theater. It's on Blu-ray this week. Immaculate, it's the Sydney Sweeney Nun movie. Superman and Lois Season 3. I don't know what stop motion is. I've seen a couple people watch it because On social, if you like movies, you just like play with yourself and masturbate to anything horror. It's lame, but it is the world we live in. And is the 20th the Tuesday before the next episode? It's looking like it. Or the 18th. I misspoke. I don't know numbers. June 18th, it looks like Paramount Presents is dropping a Chinatown 2 Jakes combo pack. We're finally getting a Beverly Hills Ninja Blu-ray. American Fiction took 6 months, but it is on physical media. Blu-ray, I don't see a 4K. That's kind of a light Tuesday. I thought it was going to be fatter. But we'll be back. I'll be back. Squad will be assembled. And we will talk everything I said earlier. We'll talk movies, man. It's Rec League. Back at it. Rec League potty yaddy yaddy. What's up, Rocket?
What's up?
What's up, Eric? Hello. Mr. Sigmund. This honestly is gonna be a freestyle ass episode. Like, I got like 3, probably 2 ideas in mind, but I ain't lock in on shit. So like, first half we can like spoil Bad Boys Ride or Die. Talk about all 4 movies. But I think the majority of this episode is gonna be 40 years ago on this day. Both of your old ass motherfuckers was alive and aware of the society. Gremlins and Ghostbusters both dropped on this day in the year of our Lord, 1984. I mean, like, Gremlins is dope, but my plan was to, like, discuss, like, Ghostbusters as a franchise, because, like, 2 turns 35 in, like, 10 days.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
But, first things first, Papa gets all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies. Venom Last Dance trailer, did we all see it? I wanted Nick on here, because I feel like Nick would be the closest thing to an apologist.
Right.
Rocket, spit something.
Like the trailer. It's
Eric,
wacky,
your turn.
Fun.
No.
I like the trailer. It's wacky, fun, but
it's Sony.
It's wild because well, that's the thing. And supposedly in the trailer, well, if you saw No Way Home, Tom Hardy ends up entering the MCU. You know, a little piece of, Venom is left at the bar when he goes back.
I did not. Have y'all 2 seen Ted Lasso?
No.
Okay, well, the bartender is in Ted Lasso, and I did not realize that when I seen No Way Home.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I heard that somewhere.
Yeah. He also voiced one of the Transformers in Rise of the Beast, but that's neither here nor there, nor in 1994. But, go ahead, Sean. My government name, my bad.
Yeah, so... But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, cool. So he's in the MCU now, because of No Way Home and all that. The wild part is, in this trailer, you see the bartender or whoever trying to touch that little piece that was left, but yet you got...
Well, Chiwetel Ejiofor put the glass over it, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's where this gets confusing.
And he's not Baron Mordo.
The MCU. That's my thing, is like, is he a variant of that person, but doing something different? Like, who the hell knows? That's what I want to know.
I think Sony is gonna have an ass backwards, nonsensical way to universe jump. I don't think Michelle Williams is in this motherfucker. I don't think any of the primary Venom cast is in this movie. And I think hopefully they have some reasoning, but I don't think Eddie Brock went back to his Sony universe. Cause like me and my boy at work, we was speculating, and they had like those like not canisters, you know what I'm saying? But it kind of felt like the bunker in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, how they had like specimens and shit in that one shot. So I think somehow they're gonna universe jump, and in the most Sony fucking way possible, it's gonna not make any fucking sense. Cause the horse bonded with the symbiote, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I hate, like, that's why, like, I hate antagonists getting their own movie, their own comic book antagonists getting their own movie, because they're never bad guys. Catwoman became a hero. The Suicide Squad became a hero. Morbius, Venom, all become heroes. Kraven is probably gonna be have some kind of heroic redemption thing. You can't do. Okay, I guess Todd Phillips is the only one that can keep a villain a villain.
Right. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, reading the comic books, especially Venom and all that.
I know Venom, he's an anti-hero.
He's not even. He's not even. To me, he's not even that. He's bad. He is bad. And what I don't get about Sony is, you could do great Spider-Man movies for the most part. You know, with that franchise, whether it's Amazing Spider-Man or just the original Spider-Man, or even Into the Spider-Verse series. But yet, you can't put together a side character. Like, it's just, I don't get it. And then I know Spider-Man is not in that universe. They're trying to make a universe without Spider-Man. Totally get it. But,
I don't.
But sooner or later, no. Like sooner or later, though, somebody's got to be bad. You got Kraven, who is bad. He's like an anti-hero. I'm like, first off, if he gets powers by a drop of lion blood in his eye, I'm gonna start like putting.
Oh, he probably is.
Some animal in my eye, like it just like I don't get that.
He probably
makes no sense to me.
Rocket about to turn into a Thundercat hoe.
That's the movie I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that.
I don't know. It's the last one.
Yeah, but I gotta.
They're
I'm
building
curious about the choice they made for the director.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, having this huge. It's her directorial debut.
And it's the last movie in a trilogy. Supposedly, Tom Hardy's last Venom, Marvel, whatever. But but that's the Sony element. We just want to sell tickets and make money. We don't care about a logical universe. Venom, The Last Dance.
My question is:
great
is this
subtitle.
Tom Hardy's last time doing Venom in the Sony universe, and then he's gonna come over to the Marvel universe? Like that's what I want to know. It's like it's so unclear.
I hope not, because like
the question is
the Eddie Brock Peter Parker relationship that I know is that they're somewhat close in age. I don't want Eddie Brock to be damn near 50 while Peter Parker is still like 19, 20 years old. I just don't.
Yeah.
Like, let Feige be involved in what what is under, like what says Marvel Studios on it. If it's in association with Marvel, throw all the fucking monkey shit you want at it. It's subsidiary Marvel. We gonna watch it and we gonna bash it because it's not handled with the same care. But was I bugging? Did I have a dream? Was it an unverified rumor, or did one of y'all say that Lord and Miller is in charge of Sony Marvel shit now? Probably post Kraven.
That hurts. I don't think that's. I don't know. I don't think that's been confirmed anywhere.
Yeah.
But
the only good comic book shit that Sony got right now is Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Yeah. That's objectively good.
Yeah. And also,
objectively phenomenal.
And if this third one is half of what the last one was, I think it's got to be up there with one of the best trilogies ever.
In the same token as Chiwetel Ejiofor, as some random ass military dude in this movie, fucking Aaron Taylor Johnson playing Kraven, why the fuck is Rhys Ifans in his Venom movie? If he's not Lizard, if he's not Kurt Connors, bruh.
I caught that on the trailer where like he's in the van playing a little guitar or some shit like that. Like I'm like, what is going on here?
Like they have to spin that like the cure worked for all of them, and he got pulled back to the whatever universe Eddie Brock went to.
But also, if that's the case, that means he is in Andrew Garfield's universe.
That'd be great.
Nobody I mean, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
That'd
Because
be
you
great.
could bypass
That'd
the
be great.
horrible fucking idea of the Amazing Spider-Man 3 and 4 setting up all that Sinister Six bullshit. Give him a good, on paper, Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Tom Hardy's. They're closer in age. Let's do it like that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, they're gonna need to really
Sire,
switch it up
Sony,
because
hire me.
no matter how good or bad Craven is, they botched the Spider-Man without Spider-Man universe.
Sony Spider-Man
Because
universe.
these Venom movies are
mid.
probably a
Mid. That's what I'm saying. Venom,
the true
Morbius,
definition.
Venom, Morbius, Madam Web, Craven. The Venom movies are the best of that crop.
And that's not saying much.
That's not saying much.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like all respect to Andy Serkis. I'm sure he didn't have much to do with the writing. Why the fuck you kill Carnage? Second, why the fuck you kill Woody Harrelson as Carnage? Give Carnage his own movie. Make that shit as pushing the envelope as humanly possible. That'd be a banger.
I mean, if you think about it, in the first Venom, you got rid of Riz Ahmed, who's a phenomenal actor. Then you get Woody Harrelson, and you do the same thing. Like, what are we doing? Like, there's got to be somebody who survives, or at least keep that
Big
rival
facts.
going, or something if you want to keep these going.
Big facts.
But also, if this is Hardy's last one, then out of all the Sony-verse non-Spider-Man's villains, pretty much, I mean, Morbius wasn't great. They fucked that movie up. Just to make Madam Web even worse. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then this crazy, like I said,
Oof.
but also, we're judging this just based on the trailer. Where, I mean, and I'm hoping what we're seeing is a misdirect and like confusion that actually comes out somewhat decent. I'm not saying this ain't, you know, ain't gonna be great. You know what I mean? Shakespeare, but at the end of the day, I just hope it's something similar to the first two, and it somewhat makes sense.
But dog, like Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ariana DeBose, Alessandro Nivola, Russell Crowe, the Craven cast is solid, and the movie's gonna be trash.
Oh yeah.
Directed by the dude who did Triple Frontier.
Which I like that movie.
Yeah,
I like that.
Very solid. Yeah. It's Sony. It's just Sony, man. Sony is like Warner Brothers' little brother. Like they can't get out of their own way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
agree.
Yeah.
Eric, how do you feel about The Last Dance? Not the fucking documentary.
It's funny,
right on my joke.
I just bought it the other day. It just came in. That's funny.
Oh man! Oh, you got me by a fraction of a second.
I think it's just Chicago ass dude. I know where he's gonna go. Just because I didn't say Venom.
But
That's
no,
funny.
it is. So, like I mentioned, Kelly Marcel,
Venom.
who's gonna.
Does he voice Venom?
She wrote. Who was that?
Does Tom Hardy voice Venom?
Yeah, he does. That's his voice. Modulated and blah blah blah.
Venom. You sound like an asshole.
Yeah. But Kelly Marcel wrote all three of the movies.
That's why she's directing.
Tom Hardy, funny enough.
She wrote.
Tom Hardy came up with the story.
She wrote Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
And 50 Shades of Grey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The Venom trilogy is like a
underappreciated
smorgasbord of Saving Mr. Banks and 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Closer to the 50 Shades.
EP'd Venom and produced the second
What was the second movie? Let There Be Carnage.
Let There Be Carnage.
There's still something funky about that when
Woody
it comes to the
Harrelson's
runtime.
funky ass hair.
Yeah. But how long was that movie?
97 minutes, I'm assuming, with credits. Not even 100 minutes.
It was suspiciously short.
Release the circus cut.
Yeah, or something. But I don't know. It's just like, yeah, whatever. With The Last Stands, just, we're all gonna go see it.
She's gonna whenever they go. Oh man, if he doesn't go back to his universe, I want Mrs. Chin. I was just at work and this cartoon looking dude with polka dots just popped out and took some gum. Please.
Yeah. But we'll see. Yeah, it's just whatever.
This nonsense. What other trailer came out? Y'all got me talking about this shit. Fucking up my October. let's bump it up 2 weeks out of November. Cause fuck Randy and Nick's horror binge. What about me, bruh?
What you got?
Latest trailers. Did y'all see? This is like minuscule, but did y'all see the trailer for the Killers game with Bautista?
Yes,
that looks interesting.
That looks solid, right?
Yes, and I like J.J. Perry. He's the guy who did the director of John Wick. Well, the directors, they broke off. David Leitch.
Yeah,
he's a former stunt coordinator, and he made that was the movie Jamie Foxx made The Night Shift.
Breaking all the rules.
I'm sorry. So,
that might have been it. Like the Wolves trailer was solid, but I guess Venom was probably the big trailer.
Yeah, as far as
yeah,
I mean,
but yeah, other than that, you got the Alien Romulus trailer.
Oh, that was the one. I did that wasn't on YouTube for whatever whack ass reason. That shit looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Fede Alvarez bouncing back from the girl in the spider's web. He hasn't directed since that?
Oh, yeah.
Am I tripping?
Probably. That's a good question.
Because y'all know I didn't see no Evil Dead.
Because they're flexing from the Evil Dead and Don't Breathe.
Yep.
Don't Breathe.
Oh, I like those. I don't care about Alien, but I liked Evil Dead. One for Alien Romulus. Fucking normies. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of the primary cast off the top of my head. Isn't Callie Spaney, shorty from Civil War, in it?
Yeah, she's in it.
Here we go.
That's the only big name that I know that's
Isabella Merced. Right, get the bounce back from Madam Web. Young cast, I guess, but that's dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but didn't she do Dora the Explorer?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that.
Years ago. She been on some shit. I think she's about to be in the next Last of Us season. Madam Web voiced Migration. She did that Father of the Bride remake for Max. I mean, yeah, I guess nothing major since Dora the Explorer, but Madam Web is her most recent thing.
And who are we talking about?
Isabella Merced, the Hispanic girl from Madam Web. She's in Alien. Her next two movies are huge, though. Alien and Superman. She's about to play Hawkgirl in Superman. But yeah, man, the way that they selling the xenomorphs and the face huggers and like the trailers, there's two trailers and they both high tension.
Mm-hmm.
Wikipedia says it's set in between the first two Alien movies. I thought it was before the first one.
Which one? This one?
I heard Romulus was originally before the first Ridley Scott Alien, but whichever random motherfucker in all of the free world edited this Wikipedia page says it's in between the first two. Which, I mean, they could easily spin that like, hey, I don't know the fucking shit. The 426 or whatever the fuck. They need backup. And Ripley's already on her way back home or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and that poster is fire too. That, like, I genuinely don't know what poster I want to grab for my review because they're both so dope.
Yeah. It's the simplicity, you know, the overdo it.
So, like, do I want that black on black with the drool, or do I want this face hugger?
Yeah.
That should have been the tagline though, because on social media they was all like, "Do you need a hug?" Oh, dude, that's some dickhead shit.
I still think the best tagline is from the original one.
They flipped it in this trailer though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
In space, nobody can hear you. Not scream, not breathe, not whatever the fuck. Just nobody can hear you.
Yeah, because the original one, the Alien, the first one, it was like, in space, no one can hear you scream. That's the tagline they went with.
But that's what's so fire about shit like Jaws, Alien. Something else recently did that shit. Now I'm blanking. Like the slow Godzilla. Gareth Edwards' Godzilla. The slow build up to the dope, really dope reveal.
And sometimes not showing the creature or the monster, intensifies it even more.
And which is why this is the last trailer I'm gonna watch. You know they're gonna start giving away too much.
Look at it in Signs, like that one to this day. That
Move children,
scene where the kids at the party, when you're watching it and like the alien walks through like the driveway real quick. I mean, that whole build-up, you're like, what? Because you hear them all over the house and throughout the movie, and then you see little glimpses of, like, their foot sticking out, you know, in the cornfield, or this or that, but you don't see them all until that
it's contaminated.
That's funny.
Bro, that's still M. Night best movie.
Oh, man.
That's still M. Night best movie. Signs is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
I know we be shitting on Chris Stuckman, but like one of the best videos he ever did was like he like analyzed Signs or some shit. It was good. So horrible segue. That's what we're known for. Eric on that yak. I think I'm gonna rank the Bad Boys franchise 1, 3, 4, 2. Eric, what you got? Smash the boss, smash no snay.
We're not including the Bad Boys with Sean Penn.
That's a great movie. Him and
Bro,
Morales,
do I look to be in a gaming mood, brother?
That movie's fantastic.
A little bit, right?
No, but the Bad Boys franchise, I would go. To be honest.
Are we ever anything else?
Didn't publish my list yet, but I would go 2-1, 2-1, 4-3. Yeah, I like part 2 better than part 1.
Interesting.
I think part
Eric
part
drop.
2,
Rocket, drop your list, and then I need Eric to defend that whack ass take.
Yeah. Okay. No. Go ahead, Rocket.
I got 1, 3, 4, 2.
My man.
And like I said, it's like I enjoyed 2 a lot, but to me the last 2 installments, I think 3 was better than 4 movie wise. But this one I was laughing a lot. Like it it was. I mean, Martin Lawrence, like his delivery was pretty good in this one.
That's the thing. Like I don't want to jump on. Like I already gave the floor, but like that's my shit. Like Martin is getting goofier. Like Marcus Burnett is becoming a goofier character, and like I don't know how to explain like the humor aspect. I don't know. He becomes like every new Marcus Burnett becomes a shell of the previous Marcus Burnett.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
So Eric, your wrong opinion.
Some more wackier and every. Oh no! Okay, man, who thinks Time Cop is better than Hard Target? Let me
Because he is. As the host, my opinions is fact. As the Indiana University fitted cap gives me the dictation to be like, y'all opinions is wrong, even though that shit is bogus.
But check this out. So when I put the list, you'll see the star rating when I make on my letterbox. So the star ratings of Bad Boys 1 and 2 for me are the same.
Both
the
fives?
Star ratings of 3 and 4 are the same.
Both 4s?
The thing is, which one? Yeah.
You gave the
And,
new one a 3.5. I already synced it.
No, 3 and 4, 3.5. So Bad Boys
But
2.
Factually, the first Bad Boys is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 2.
He said factually. No, but so the thing about Bad Boys 2 is
Not real. That's it.
when Michael Bay's career is done and over with, when he's retired as a director, you're gonna take a handful of movies. There's a name for it called Bayism.
Bayham.
I think the Bad Boys 2, I think, is the birth and the peak of Bayism. Everything that Michael Bay is great at is in Bad Boys 2, in my opinion. Now, Bad Boys 1, even Michael Bay himself said the budget was, that's an amazing movie, don't get me wrong. But he himself even said there was a lot about that movie he didn't like, that he couldn't do. But you can't tell.
He always needs a leash.
Yeah, that's true. You can't tell. And I think Bad Boys, first one, is a lot more grounded.
Yes, that's why it's better.
And yeah, and I'll give you that. That's the thing, the back and forth with it. I don't think. But Bad Boys 2, like, if you're gonna go all out,
yeah.
If you're gonna, you know what I mean, it is what it. The causeway chase, technically, the shootout,
that
and
motherfucker,
the drug dealer's house, the end. Like, if you think about it, spoilers, people.
Bad Boys, spoilers for all 4 Bad Boys movies.
Yeah. The ending of Bad Boys 2 and the ending of Bad Boys 4 are very similar when the gun is.
I told my wife that shit.
You know.
Going to another country to rescue the hostage. Better.
Yeah. But no, Bad Boys 2 is just. But also with Bad Boys 2 is Michael Bayism, is his silly humor. Like, I wrote in the group, like, they could have just taken that video camera to the police station. They take it to like a certain city or something. But that whole scene, like you said,
a couple of grapes on us.
Yeah, and that scene,
the reciprocation, the mocking, the original, the Hispanic cop saying the shit probably was scripted, but Martin kicking it back it had to have been off the top.
Yeah, and we all been there, roasted and talking crap. We've all done that. Repeated. That's what's hilarious is that Martin. And somebody wrote, I watched the video on YouTube before I rewatched it. They were like, I don't know, Randy. You got it. Somebody wrote this in the comments. They're like, "Oh man, only Latinos and white people can joke like that and still be loved."
I'm in those circles.
Not
wrong. I'm in those circles.
Yeah, but if you know the story, I don't want to hog the floor. If you know the story behind Bad Boys 1,
you defending your wrong opinion. It was John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
Is insane.
Yeah.
No way.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Go look up that whole story.
That's on IMDb. I've known that shit for like 20 years.
Yeah. But like
John
Martin,
Candy and Steve Martin.
Story about how. But part 1, I gotta give. But one thing you gotta give part 1 is which I think brings their characters and the actors together. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, or Marcus and Mike. Part 1 was extremely improvised.
You're not sexy. And, you don't sound sexy enough.
They couldn't afford, or Michael Bay didn't want to shortchange the screenwriter to make it fit to Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. So Michael Bay said, "Skip it. We'll keep most of the core story and we'll improvise the dialogue."
Interesting.
They pulled that shit off.
It is.
You don't feel the dents? Yeah. That's from all of that.
What'd you say?
You see me with the shirt off him. You see Mike, he come out butt ass naked, and then you see the white girl.
Yeah. You know that's not written.
Did Teresa Randall retire?
I don't know. We about to get to that. So
that's she's so fine. The only thing that I can find from like Tasha Smith being the wife in Ride or Die is that like Teresa Randall just don't act no more.
Well, the thing is, this though is I like Teresa Randall, but she's a phenomenal actress, but also her look, she was always pissed off at, Marcus.
He was always doing
like,
dumb shit.
Every time he did something or whatever. So even she didn't have to say nothing, just the look she
Yeah.
brought, you were like, he's in trouble. With the recast, I think she's a great actress as well, but you don't get that vibe.
I
You
mean,
don't get, you know what I mean? It's like,
her only scenes was right after a heart attack, a health scare, and an ambush.
Yeah.
She didn't have that much screen
So,
time.
before we get off, I'm gonna circle back if I want y'all to talk, but it's something I'm gonna see if we all agree with. It's with all 4 movies now that I wanted to discuss. If somebody else wanted to take the floor, I'll go right into it if you want me to.
Go ahead.
go ahead.
All right, so something in all 4 movies that that is consistent, unfortunately, in my opinion.
Police.
What's that?
Police.
Black people.
Black people. Jokes. Botching lyrics. Bickering.
You eventually probably gonna accidentally say it.
A Michael Bay cameo? Did he cameo in the first one?
Did he?
I don't
The
think
first one is
so.
the only one.
I don't
he
think he's in the
probably
first
drive
one.
his own Porsche in the 4th one.
Yeah. When Martin's on that I Can't Die shit, he's driving one of those cars.
Yeah. That's definitely a Porsche. But now the thing that I want to discuss that's consistent. Now, it's like people who say underrated is equal. People seem to think these days when they say underrated, it means bad. So when I say generic,
What?
generic doesn't mean bad. Generic is.
Doesn't mean good.
So I'm talking about the villains.
Oh yeah.
The main villains.
This is probably Bad Boys is probably like the second greatest buddy cop franchise out there, with the most forgettable fucking villains and plot holes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because
like, name one villain. I mean, Tapia is all I got. I forget which movie he's in.
Tapia is 2.
The second one, right?
I think Fouché is 1.
Fouché's one.
3 is
Three is the
what's her name?
Bruja. Baby
The
Moms.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The Warlock.
and then Grey's Anatomy is the one we just seen, which
Like
is crazy.
McGrath.
Ride or Die. Yeah, Bloodbath McGrath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ride or Die might be the best villain. Either Fouché or McGrath is the best villain. I think the witch. I think Baby Moms is the weakest.
But what lifts her up is the Armando character.
The emotional connection to Mike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what lifts that, because it's kind of like a twofer. But then you know what happens obviously with his character. But and it's like, you see what I mean? They're not bad. They're just
Cookie cutter, forgettable.
Yeah, nothing memorable. Cookie cutter, because you go to the Lethal Weapon, you first come to mind Jet Li, and then you got Gary Busey,
Mr. Joshua,
and then
General.
what do you remember from part 2?
Arjun, whatever the fuck your name is.
Like right before he gets killed, you remember
and
what
then
he says.
Jack Travis.
Yeah, he's probably the weakest villain in the Lethal Weapon series, but
and wasn't that in the 3rd one?
Yeah,
that was in Lethal Weapon 3, right?
Yeah.
But now going back to Bad Boys, it's just which villain now that we can discuss it.
Juntao, Ricky Tan. Who's the villain in Rush Hour 3? What's her name, brother? And then but it's like I can't tell you the Beverly Hills Cop villains either.
The only thing I remember, that's a good point. The only thing I remember from that is what's her name from 2, but she was technically the hench woman.
Yeah.
Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah. So,
but I'll tell you this: the villain from part 1, I don't know his name, but he has one of the coldest lines in Beverly Hills Cop series.
You're fucking with my timetable. Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. No, they're sitting at the table. This when Axel Foley goes to the country club and they're eating dinner.
Oh yeah.
and he says, I know you killed Mike, and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna f you up real bad. And then he said, that would be a neat trick.
Hey, this my show,
So
baby. It's
that's a
Kelly
cold
Robinson.
line.
Kelly Robinson 57-0, baby. You want to say fuck? You say fuck. Ain't no F. Ain't no F.
Right, yo.
We ain't putting earmuffs on this bitch.
But no, back to
The topic at
Bad
hand.
Boy, this.
Perfection is perfected. I'm gonna make them understand.
Who would be?
I called the Reed Richards being dirty. Like, that shit was predictable as fuck.
Yeah.
At the wedding,
yeah.
I knew that shit at the wedding.
Yeah, just how he just popped up like, hey.
Yeah, it's like you don't hire, however you say his government name, because I'm always calling him 2005 Reed Richards, to just be the mayor. You know what I'm saying?
Sean, I can't say it. I call him.
I think it's like Eon Grufford or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, call him IG.
IG, yeah.
There you go.
IG.
IG with the fucked up algorithm.
Right. But man, that spoilers. That elevator scene was kind of tense.
Yeah. As soon as she
Yeah.
snatched the phone,
Yeah.
like, I knew it was finna turn up.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna spoilers. I thought they were gonna let her go. I'm like, man,
I thought he was gonna kill her.
So
Yeah.
same here.
that was a good scene. But yeah,
But like, as
So,
fun
yeah,
as
but-
fun as this shit was, like, it had some cliche and it had some predictability.
yeah, that's come with territory nowadays. What can you do? There's
Cause Shorty
tropes
from
and
Shorty from fucking Better Call Saul, go before I change my mind. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen that shit 1,000,001 times, but it was still good though.
uh-huh.
For a split
And
second,
then, bro,
I
yo,
thought
at the
there was-
end,
I thought it was
I was
two
like, yo,
people in it.
Mike shot him again.
Oh God, what you say?
My
No,
bad,
I'm
Rocket.
saying, like, I thought for a split second, I thought Reed Richards and Will Smith's wife were in on it because when she wouldn't, like, the way she answered that phone when she finally did, it was like a little suspect.
Yeah,
And then
Mm.
also, the marshal's daughter shows up, and I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I thought
She's in
there
on,
was gonna be
it
something
just-
shady, but that
Yeah.
was yeah. I thought that too.
yeah. There was a split second where I feel like Mike was having trouble getting a hold of the professor from Power Book 2 who was smashing the basketball player, but y'all don't watch that shit, so y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, she was taking a long fucking time to answer that phone. But it's like, it's 2024. Like, I don't know the timeline in this 29-year history of this franchise, but because plot holes and continuity ain't sensical and shit. But I lost my train of thought. Like, why when they was making like regular ass fucking when Alexander Ludwig and Vanessa Hudgens was looking at like the ring, the cameras in Marcus' crib, and they was just using
Yeah.
phones to just call motherfuckers. How do y'all just not track that off rip?
Yeah, there you go.
Plot hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
But it's like,
But-
go ahead, Rocket.
But I was also thinking too, like, now you say it, like, look at how you can't tell me she didn't have the iWatch when that phone was ringing.
Well,
Come
okay,
on.
well, how many? Yeah,
That's nitpicking. Let's make you an asshole, but yeah.
but she's also a nurse who will probably be on call,
That's a fact.
right?
Uh,
That's true. Yeah, she's a therapist. Yeah.
Yeah, therapist. There you go. That's therapist.
yeah, like, I be talking shit, but like, I do have Bad Boys 2 ranked as like Michael Bay's like 4th best movie. But it's like, it is Bay at the height of all his powers, but it is the best result of Bay at all his powers. At the height
That's
of
what
all
I
his
mean
powers.
with the Bayism. It's
Yeah.
like defined it and then took it to everything else.
The only movie he
The transform.
the only movie he's done that I have ranked, the only movie that he's done after Bad Boys 2 that I have ranked higher, and it's probably a hot take, is Pain and Gain.
That's a good one. I like that.
Nah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm the host.
Yeah, but and one thing I want to say, it's related. I'll be a slight because it's what we do, like you said. So Adele and Bilal, the directors, right?
Of Batgirl. I mean,
that's why I'm going.
That's what I said. I said that shit on YouTube too.
The hell would want okay, what you said, fuck Warner Brothers, man.
Yep.
Watching Bad Boys,
both of them.
Bad Boys for Life, then Bad Boys Ride or Die. You greedy sons of bitches.
And Miss Marvel.
Yeah, you.
Batgirl was going to be a banger, and Zaslav or whatever the fuck fucked it up.
Yeah.
And DC needed a win.
Directions away from streaming, man. Y'all are gonna imagine. Yeah, that's because I don't know if they tried to spin that the movie it's just a tax write-off.
Unwatchable.
I think that's what it was.
It definitely is what that was, and because what's the name? I don't know if but he did say they wanted to move in another direction, but still,
y'all hired Shorty from
Looney Tunes movie, and
y'all hired Shorty from what was it? In the Heights. Michael Keaton. Y'all wasted Michael Keaton and Brendan Fraser's time.
Brendan Fraser.
You know what I mean?
I mean, come on. You had what would the timeline have been? Brendan Fraser would have just won the Oscar if they would have released the movie.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all would be riding that, and y'all could have been riding off Michael Keaton back as Batman. Come on, man.
And with all the dookie, with all the fucking dookie that DC put out over the last year and a half or so.
Yeah.
The action sequences at least would have got praised.
Yeah. But definitely shout out to the directors because obviously,
yes.
I mean, just like the clip that went viral with the actors, with the camera, with Will Smith with that rig.
Yeah, that shit was cold.
That was dope.
And how it turned out in the actual movie.
I'm feeling like Will. My stupid ass, like I leaned over to my wife. I was like, yo, he put on Instagram the other day, he's like wearing this rig with the camera so you getting like this POV shot through the shootout and shit. And then it cut to him and he's just got like the tack vest on. Like, what the fuck? Like I know they cut and he's not gonna have it on, but it's just like was weird for a split second.
Yeah, but I don't know what you mean. I think saw the behind the scenes before the movie.
Like editing and shit, like dope editing. I think they are rumored for Spider-Man 4. Keep it in the Sony family. Sony might actually do something good.
What you say, John?
No, like having that rig though, like his motions were pretty. I mean, I know it's edited, but smooth. Does that look like it could have got in the way naturally? You know, so it looked like it got. But the way they did it, it looked super smooth.
Yeah.
And also those two. That duo directing, what I've seen, they haven't really put out nothing really bad out. Like they did Miss Marvel, they did Bad Boys for Life, they did this one. You know what I mean? Like everything they've been on has been pretty solid. So like you said with Batgirl, I wonder if, like you said, if that was just like, well, this is in a dark place, it's losing money, we got to make up some of this money, we're just going to cut this.
Yeah.
And take it as a tax write-off.
Do either one of y'all know the projections for Ride or Die, the opening weekend?
I know it made $5.5 million on Thursday night, which is not bad.
So I'm saying, like, it made 20 on Friday. Like, I think hopefully it's gonna be in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm shooting 50.
See,
anyway, I lowball saying 40.
That's my guess. I said 40 million.
Because, like, I just feel like white people are trying to hold the slap against Will Smith. So I just lowballed my guess.
I'll be honest with you. Like, you know what? Okay, what he did was wrong. I get all that. But at the end of the day,
it's been 2 years.
We've all done stupid stuff.
Yes, facts.
We've all done stupid stuff. You're going to tell me that people still hold that grudge. Okay. All right. You want to hold that grudge? Fine. Have you ever done something stupid?
Yes.
If you tell me no,
they're
full of shit. Yeah, I know. Come on.
Perfect.
Like everybody does stupid stuff.
Was wild. I bet you Chris Rock went to go see this movie this weekend.
Not like at the end of the day, though. Like you know what? He's suffered long enough. He's lost so many endorsements.
He apologized.
So much money. but also he got public humiliation. Probably one of the worst things. Remember, anything he did after that was scrutinized.
Right.
You know, like look through him.
Ultimately,
I mean, come on.
Ultimately, immediately, what should have been best night in his career
was the worst.
Yeah.
And he actually won the Oscar.
I know that's the crazy part.
After that is insane. And
it's about fucking time.
But no, his apology, and you want to get deep, I get, you know, just the tad. He's in a manipulative relationship.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and what happened?
Macho
it's
Man,
like I was
Sean
discussing this
Paybaum.
with somebody. When Chris Rock initially said the joke, he was laughing.
Yeah.
Split second later.
Catch it. Yep.
A split second later, it's like somebody flipped the switch.
Yeah, but he got that side eye and was like, "Damn, I'm gonna have to do something."
Yeah. And he, you know, like the manipulative relationship thing. You watched the Instagram or the video he released. He said, "Did Jada tell me to do it?" No, she didn't. She didn't say it.
She was holding cue cards behind that camera.
Yeah.
Right. She didn't verbally say it.
She typed out the teleprompter.
But set you off. Right.
Yeah.
But anywho,
I'm feeling like, well,
you know, it's a bunch of variables that goes into that. If you ever been in a manipulative,
I didn't mean to put the focus of the conversation on this shit.
Yeah, I just want to go there, but this is what that is. But anywho,
yeah,
this is his. I remember a couple of years back. What is this, Randy? You were on my show.
Hey,
we were doing the best rapper actors, right?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I said something that kind of aged a little badly now. I said Will Smith is a rare celebrity who has no scandals.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah, you did.
That was
So this is all your fault.
Him as number one. It's all my fault.
So I mean, we gonna put that in this little boundary box with my mama's titties and your erectile dysfunction.
That's what it is. A lot of people, like y'all said, and I don't know. I don't even think it's fair to say just white people because I know my mom don't rock with Will Smith. She's like, oh, I don't. I'm like, well, come on, Mom.
We gonna have to have a sit down with Mrs. Signet.
But it's weird though. A lot of people are, still.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, you go to all this promoting going on, you go into the comments, but I guarantee people talking crap went to go see Bad Boys prior to that.
Yes.
It's put like this. I told my wife this. It's like, because we had a similar discussion. I'm like, and I know I'm going to hear shit from both of you guys, but it's like the New York Yankees. You're either a Yankee fan or you're not. And the people that are, watch them and root for them. But the people that aren't still watch them and root against them.
It's all those major.
It's
the Yankees. It's the Cowboys. It's the Lakers. Yep. Every sport, every major city has those teams.
Got that team.
Yeah. Haters watch just to be mad.
Exactly, and you both are right. Guarantee those certain people are talking shit, or they probably help out with the box.
Exactly.
They want to watch to see what they can pick and Will Smith or whatever the case is. Talk badly about the movie, you know. And at the end of the day, though, look what happened with Kobe at one point in his life. Supposedly, he did something, wasn't good.
Allegedly,
exactly. He became beloved. I think same thing is going to happen to Will Smith. I mean, at the end of the day, look, I Am Legend 2 coming out, and I told this to my wife too. Look, didn't want to work with this man. His career be over. But look at the actors and cast. I mean, him and Martin Lawrence are tight and all that.
Yeah.
But you also got cast from previous Bad Boy movies coming. And you got, Alexander Ludwig, Vanessa Hudgens still coming back, And you also got, like Reed Richards. That guy is an underrated actor. I think he's a solid actor.
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards, but like, the thing is, you got actors wanting to work with him. Michael B. Jordan's going to work with him in I Am Legend 2. So if he's that truly of a bad person, nobody would want to work.
I mean, if I'm Michael B. Jordan, though, getting to work with Will Smith is like a bucket list thing. Like, I don't give a fuck what he did. I'm working with Will Smith.
But like you said, Yeah,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Eric. Go ahead. No, Eric, you got it. Go ahead.
No, but just like you said, at the end of the day, person say it, but they won't hesitate to work with them again because they knew they've had that moment in their own life.
Yeah.
The only difference is happened at a bad time at a big event on TV in front of millions. Where we've done stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not on. It's not televised. You know what I mean? Like everybody's done something stupid.
Right. That's the thing about being a celebrity. It's
exactly. Us, we fucking nobody ass, civilian ass peons from the fucking nosebleed seats just want to crucify public figures because they do some shit and it gets caught on camera, bro. Like, we all human. Nobody's perfect, bro. You gonna do some dumb shit tomorrow. Ain't nobody gonna roast your ass for years for that shit. Get over it. Look, we got a grown-ass 43-year-old man in the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Oh, man. That's fun.
I'm feeling like Will.
But no, I hope he gets a resurgence. I'm happy. Like you said, I was happy they made this movie. Are they going to make fifth one? We don't know. I hope they do.
I think the numbers will tell. I think the box office will tell. But before we transition to the Ghostbusters, if y'all was in Mike's situation, would y'all do with Tiffany Haddish?
When she was Armando and she did it, like, whoa, look at that.
Right, that was funny.
She's like, I said, you come holler.
Hey, yo, Martin said, let's just do some plausible deniability.
Yeah, it was funny. Her little Tiffany Haddish and her cameo.
DJ Khaled came back. Joyner Lucas popped up in that shit.
Yeah.
John Sally.
But, my popcorn was like a quarter finished, but when that happened to DJ Khaled, I popped at my seat. I was clapping. I was like,
I told my nephew.
Oh, yeah, there's no way he's in 5.
No. When that happened, I looked at my nephew and I'm like, I'll tell you this, they gonna be another one after that one.
you know he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
There you go. That's a toast to that.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Oh man.
Yes, so we all, and there seems to be the consensus. Like look on like everybody gave it 3.5 stars. It's like everybody is.
Until I post my
like
shit.
Everybody, not just us.
Until I post my shit.
So it's 4.
Yeah.
Cuatro.
I'll tell you this: the lowest thing I've heard somebody say is that it's fine. Not that it's bad or it's not worth seeing.
That's not even really a slight. Like, I get it.
No, it's fine. Like it's not bad. It's not good. It's good. You know, it's in the middle. It's fine.
Because I'm telling you, like some of the Martin shit was like over. Like trying to like catch the fucking jelly beans and shit, trying to like lick the juice and all that, walking through the traffic.
I thought that was funny, man.
I laughed, but
so did I.
It's out of place comedy. Like, bro, you in a shootout and you trying to get some juicy juice. It is funny,
well,
but
congratulations, they had a Michael Pay moment.
Yes.
I mean, I compared
but so did For Life.
Bad Boys 2 when he took the X and he's at the captain's house. It's like,
that was Oscar caliber shit.
That was funny. That was cracking up with 2. So
that actually flowed per the story because he didn't see the pill in the cup when they at the fucking mortuary and shit. Mike's trying to get the warrant. Like, that flowed linear with the plot.
Bro, every time somebody, not that I hear this word all the time, but if I hear the word, was it feng shui? I think of
feng shui.
Right away. Oh man.
Well, yeah, so agreed. Yes.
And Reggie gets all the snacks he wants.
Oh man, that was
me snacks and Sue snacks.
No, the Marines were loving that scene.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah,
veterans, bruh.
That's good.
There you go.
The little pre-credit tag when he bullied their ass off of the grill too.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That shit was funny.
You know what I'm saying? He killed 15 guys in the house. Of course I'm gonna let the chicken.
I'm gonna set the table. I'm gonna make the potato salad. Yeah, that was good. We done, or can we wiggle like 3 more minutes out of Bad Boys? Because the first one is the best, and then 3, and then 4. It's like, but like Nick said Thursday night, this is a consistent ass franchise, and like no ranking is honestly bad. If you like the old man, as I forget the scene. I leaned over and told my wife. Told my wife like 3 and 4 just should have been called Bad Boys. We Ain't Young No More. It's probably when Martin had the heart attack.
Yeah, but it's projected. I got the number to stay on. It's projected to go 53 or 54 million.
Nice.
What did
the interesting thing
what
is,
did For Life
it's
do?
Relatively. That's a good question.
I think it did 60.
Man,
off top.
But
I think it did 60.
A lower budget movie.
Yeah, so I think the budget was like estimated 100 million. That's what they say.
That's crazy. That's a low budget, but
yeah, no shit.
I mean, given the type of movie it is,
Bad Boys for Life opened to 62. Like a month before COVID, it still made 206 million. The highest grossing domestic movie in 2020.
Yeah.
So 53, like 53 is typical for a follow up, like a small drop off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. And given the competition, it's still impressive with Sonic the Hedgehog that year.
Yeah. Invisible Man. I don't remember what else came out in January.
And I'll tell you this right now. If it's even 53, 54.
Birds of Prey.
Okay, 8 to 9 million difference from the last one.
Yeah.
With what happened with Will Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, 8 and 9 million, I think we would all take that.
That's a win.
You know, that's money. That's a win to me because for all the trash we've been hearing, you thought it would be like 25 million.
And honestly,
that's a massive drop.
This is domestic numbers we're talking about.
It's not right.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even know what worldwide.
It's not like it really has any competition either because Inside Out isn't competition.
It'll probably drop off because Inside Out 2 will probably drop.
It'll drop
down to 20.
But aside from Furiosa, like there's not really any other action. Bike Riders, Kinds of Kindness, A Quiet Place.
Right.
And also too is like it's also reverse programming. You know, school just came out. Families, if you want to see Inside Out 2, there you go. And all the kids that finish with high school, they ain't watching Inside Out 2. They're gonna go watch Bad Boys. You know what I mean? So
they're gonna get in there somehow.
Yeah. So I mean,
yup.
I do well. I think it's gonna be profitable. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll.
All right. Let's break, and we'll come back and discuss 2 movies that came out literally on this day 40 years ago. Neener. Y'all want to go Ghostbusters or Gremlins first?
Ghostbusters.
Then we're not going to touch on Gremlins at all.
Probably not.
Nah.
So 5 movies in the franchise. It looked like it was originally supposed to be Aykroyd, Murray, Murphy, and Belushi. That would have been fire.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Eddie Murphy was just way too busy.
No, well, they had to. Well, yeah, he had Beverly Hills Cop.
But it was Bill Murray, I heard, was the one that was holding a lot of stuff up, too.
What else is new?
Yeah.
We didn't get a proper Ghostbusters 3 because Bill Murray didn't like any of the scripts over 28, 34 years.
And he was low key, well, not low key, and
plus the Harold Ramis beef.
Harold went on the best. Yeah, so that was holding it up too, unfortunately. So
that's why they decided to go young, right? I mean, let's.
I want to ask you.
Me?
Ask the host. We'll start off with this.
Me?
What's your star rating for Ghostbusters?
5. 5.
Yeah, that's the only. Too fast. 3, 5. That means
because I'm gonna get
a number.
I'm gonna get shocked anyway. If I get if I say the wrong number, I'm gonna feel a little shock.
Oh snap! No.
But no,
it goes to
this
me
is easily a 5-star movie, right?
Let me do the rankings first. To me, is the OG 84, Afterlife. And then I believe I put Frozen Empire over 2, and then the Paul Feig.
Ah, interesting. So you're not including...
might put the Paul Feig over 2. I don't know. Off the top of my head. I know you give that shit like a 2.5. Like, you low-key hate the Paul Feig Ghostbusters. I do not. I think it's enjoyable, and I wish they would have... Like, to me, like... this is just the Sony episode, Venom, Bad Boys, Ghostbusters. But to me, I would have kept the Paul Feig Ghostbusters in the loop, and even if it's in a different dimension or universe or whatever the fuck, set up Ghostbusters like fucking police stations. Different cities, different cast.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
That would be interesting.
Right?
Yeah. Now, what you got, Sean? Sound like you
your turn.
The first one is legendary. That's number 1. Mm-hmm. But I agree.
No Dana, only Zool.
Afterlife would be 2. Frozen Empire would be 3.
Mm-hmm.
My man.
I would go the Paul Feig one as 4, and 2 would be the 5th one. Now, the thing is this, with that one, they could have had the girls and all that. What they should, my take on it would have been, have each one be like a family member or a niece or somebody else of one of the other Ghostbusters. Like at the end,
keep it like that. How they did.
Keep it like that, because the way they did it was like you took the original crew, and it was like you just had them there just to have them there, just to make cameos. Like, oh look, this is Bill Murray.
Yeah,
you know, he doesn't believe in ghosts in this one. He's the it's like the best thing was with Ernie Hudson's character. He was the uncle of one of the girls. That's how they got, the hearse to get
Leslie Jones.
The Ghostbusters, Leslie Jones, uncle and all that. But at the end of the day, is if they would have done something like that, I would have been cool with it. Like, it's Ernie Hudson's character, from Ghostbusters, and hey, this is my niece now. You pass it down that way, and now you could have brought them in to Afterlife and all the and the other ones. But to have them as more like just cameos to make, just to have them.
Yeah, to say, hey, look, right.
For the sake of, hey, they approved us doing this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where I think that would have been better fandom. But I also like what Randy's idea too is like, I mean, look, sometimes just Ghost Escape, multi-universes, you got things that they could have been like in a universe, they could have been brought in. I mean, shit, we're doing it with MCU. You might as well just go all out on all the franchises.
Right.
Sony, holla at your boy.
So, something to that effect, or have them be somewhere else, different city, whatever they wanted to do. Like, they could have done that so much better. Paul Feig one, though, I think would be 4, and then Ghostbusters 2 would be 5.
All right.
Well, I think the best thing that the Paul Feig movie did, along with Vacation, the best thing where the fuck did he go? The best thing the Paul Feig Ghostbusters did, along with Vacation, was show the world that Chris Hemsworth is funny as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
My man's broke his chair.
Actually, one thing that they did with that, they should have just had Chris Hemsworth be the villain.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
It was an interesting twist that had a villain be a human character first, but whatever. But
before we get started, I rewatched Extraction 2. Probably best action I've seen.
I still haven't watched 2.
They need to put that on physical.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't watched 2.
Here's my list. Ghostbusters 1. Ghostbusters 1. Ghostbusters 1.
Fool. You fool.
Because it spit hot fire. No, Ghostbusters 1. Ghostbusters 2, Frozen Empire. That's it. And Ghostbusters 2016.
Wait, come again?
Or Answer the Call. Ghostbusters 1, Afterlife, Ghostbusters 2.
Okay. I didn't hear Afterlife.
Frozen Empire in 2016.
I didn't. Okay. I thought you was ignoring Afterlife. I was gonna reach into
So here's what we gotta do.
the tri-state Dallas area and slap the shit out you.
He said try. But now, Randy, you mentioned something that I want to
Did I?
expand on it because it's intriguing. So Dan Aykroyd had worked with Eddie Murphy in Trading Places,
Yeah, he did.
and he told him about it. And at that time, this wasn't what the shooting script was going to be. He had a crazy. It's out there somewhere. What the original. It would have been back then like $100 million to shoot the movie.
When the idea was spitballed, like Eddie Murphy wasn't quite Eddie Murphy yet.
Right, they had just started. But so it affected the movie because Dan Aykroyd was so confident that Eddie Murphy would a movie. Like they literally had to. This is the actual reason that Ernie Hudson comes in the movie when he does. Because Eddie Murphy characters would have been a student at the university that they got fired from.
Oh, that would have been cool.
So he would have been in the movie earlier, Winston. He would have been a younger college student.
Gotcha. Did he go to the University of the United States?
No, it's stupid. No, but he would have left with them when they got fired. He would have been the audience character. Which Winston still is, technically, explaining all of it.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. And John Candy was supposed to be Lewis Tully.
Word.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so, it was a whole bunch of changes that they made.
And still cranked out a gem.
And also, there was a show, Dan Aykroyd didn't know about the show, a show called Ghostbusters. It was a coincidence that he got the name, but they found out when they were deep in the shooting, and they had, for every time they said Ghostbusters, in the movie they had the 2 more takes that said Ghost Stoppers or Ghost Blasters.
Oh,
cover your CYA, baby. Cover your ass.
They didn't know if they could get the right. They get the rights. The clips, they're on YouTube. You can see them. Just like, who you gonna call? Like Ghost Stoppers.
Ghost Stoppers.
And yeah, seeing them, the footage is out there. It's easy to see, but I think, in my personal opinion, Ghostbusters is the perfect. You go back and watch it. It's lightning in the bottle. The pacing is perfect.
Yeah,
a lot of the visual effects still hold up.
I don't remember if it was a podcast. I don't remember if it was in the group chat, but the way that you explained that Ivan Reitman filmed the comedy like a horror movie, bro, like it's genius.
I said that, yeah. Think about it. Back in the day, Cow's Film was filmed in true widescreen, and listen to the score by Bernard Herrmann. That's a legit. It's not a even with the those parts. That's as goofy as a score gets. But
yeah,
like the scene when the dog spirit kidnaps Dana. That's a scary ass scene.
Yeah,
it's a horror movie. Back then, we saw that as a horror flick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, comedians like Dan
with some comic elements, right?
Yes.
Comic elements, but it was a horror flick.
That's why Bad Boys, all 4 fucking Bad Boys movies should be action movies with comedic elements.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, but
the first one is.
But I wanted to point out to one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I bet you this scene, if this movie was made today, it would have got cut. And it shows some great character development, and especially with the Winston character, who didn't really have a lot to do, but enough.
Nah.
So the scene in the car,
he was just a vessel for the villains.
In the car, yeah, the scene with Ray and Winston in the car when they started talking about religion. You're like, hey, and I like Ray's response. He said, "Do you believe in God?" He said, "Never met him," but he said, "I do believe in." He said, "I do believe in the Bible," which is interesting. They have a legit, like, philosophical conversation.
Yeah.
And not a simple-minded one. And he's like, oh, yeah, what if he quotes the thing. But I think that's one of the best scenes in the movie because it's just two guys talking, but it's pushing the story forward.
Yeah.
You're like, but what if that is happening? Like because we're so busy because the dead are rising from the grave. That scene. But
one of my favorite scenes from the original is also with Ernie Hudson. It's kind of a 2-in-1 where when they're in jail and they're talking, like they're looking at the map, and he's like, "Let me out of here! I just met these guys." Yeah. So you're thinking, "Shit, this guy's gonna turn on them." And then when they go to the mayor's office, if you notice when Ernie Hudson starts talking, if you look in the background, you see Bill Murray, Harold Ramis's character, and Dan Aykroyd. They were like, "Oh shit, he's gonna turn on us."
New guy's about to fuck us over.
Yeah, and he's like, he talks to the man. He's like, "I've seen shit that'll turn you white."
Right, yeah. A lot of people don't spot that.
So it's like
that's great filmmaking.
Yeah, because one scene you're thinking, I don't know these guys. I'm not associated with them, even though he just started working with them. And then in the next scene,
I think I'm gonna have to get my own lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. And then in the next scene, he's talking to the mayor, and in the background, the original Ghostbusters is like, "We're fucked." The new guys, like you said, Randy, the new guys are gonna screw us over. And he doesn't. He sticks up for them. So it's like that. That's what I love about Ernie Hudson's character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's and also I don't know if y'all can remember Randy with the age jokes. You did wind it up
with your old ass.
If y'all can remember the first time y'all saw the movie, one of the best character reveals. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you just remember the tracking shot. You see this big head, and then like, oh man. But yeah, it's
that shit was hilarious in itself. Like I don't remember the specific dialogue, but it was Stance. Like it was the only first thing I could think of, and big ass fucking marshmallow crashing New York.
They said it just popped in there. Like what just popped in there? Like, what did you do?
Yo, what did Gozer say? You have chosen, and they're like, no, we haven't said anything yet. Did you choose? Yeah.
Yeah. But great directing, man. Look at the whole scene when you rewatch it, and she says, "Choose your destruct," and look at Ray doing that, and he's trying. You can see him thinking, but trying not to think. It's a little subtleties.
Yeah.
But also another trivia, because that's who I am.
A nerd.
Ghostbusters is the first nerd. Ghostbusters is the first dual layer DVD, meaning that they utilized every single inch of memory on the DVD. Remember back in the day, they had an angle button on the DVD.
Yeah,
I know Randy. They utilized every feature. There's this feature. First of all, Ghostbusters the first ever DVD I bought in 1997.
Nice.
And they had a feature where you could cut to before the visual effects and the finished movie with the angle button. And it's one of the first movies on DVD that had the audio commentary. And they had them like Mystery Science Theater 3000. When you see the silhouettes. Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd watching the movie. Y'all don't remember any of that, do you?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't break character till I done the DVD commentary.
Stupid. But
that's fire.
Yeah. It just and more news. The song. Ghostbusters by Randy.
That one guy.
Ray Parker Jr.
That him.
Who got sued by
your mama.
Huey Lewis.
Who?
No way, did he?
Yeah, listen to I got a new drug or I need a new drug.
I got a new drug, yeah.
Listen to that. I don't know if you get it in your head. Play that song. Listen to it.
Okay.
Basically, it's the same thing as Ghostbusters, and it was a settlement that I forgot what the settlement was, but anyway, he got a decent chunk of money because he basically stole a track. It's the same beat, the same cadence, and listen to the song.
They was cutthroat in the 80s, bruh.
Yeah, pretty much. But the song itself was nominated for an Oscar, and
rightfully so.
Trivia for y'all: visual effects was nominated but lost to
Terminator.
Gremlins.
Steven Spielberg movie.
In 1984, Temple of Doom?
No, it's not. E.T. was 82.
Temple of Doom. You got it.
E.T. was 82.
Yeah. Indiana Jones won visual effects. That was just a given. Spielberg. But yeah.
Can't argue it.
But no, yeah. But if y'all... I guess segue time, because another movie that came out the same day was produced by Steven Spielberg.
Fuck that segue. I told y'all we ain't talking about no Gremlins. I gave y'all a chance. I'm talking about the real Ghostbusters animated show was canon.
Was it?
That's what Wikipedia got like 4 different canons on this shit.
Goodness.
Original continuity.
I was trying to buy that cartoon series, and that shit is like $200.
It's out of print and hard to find.
Yeah. It says original continuity is 1, 2, Afterlife, Spirits Unleashed. I don't know if that's a video game or what. And then Frozen Empire.
Oh yeah, the video game. It came out like 2009 or 10.
No, this is 22, 23.
I don't know what the hell that is.
The animated continuity says original Real Ghostbusters seasons 1 through 4, Ghostbusters 2, Real Ghostbusters 5 through 7, and then Extreme Ghostbusters. I must have been too old for that shit. Video game continuity.
I never heard of it.
The continuity with that game is 1, 2, and then that game that came out in 2009.
Yeah, that one. It's technically the last time the original cast have worked together, because they all returned as voices.
The 16 Ghostbusters has a continuity. Oh, what the fuck? Ghostbusters 101 is...
Yeah, somebody, they just don't list that.
Is this fan shit? What is...
Yeah, that's gotta be that's fan.
Oh, that's a comic book. Ghostbusters crossing over. Yeah, reboot continuity ain't shit. I remember loving the Real Ghostbusters animated series. I had those toys and all that shit.
Oh, this is terrible. Ernie Hudson spoke on, and shout out to Bill Murray,
for once,
who came to bat for Ernie Hudson, because Sony was treating, or Columbia back in the day was treating Ernie Hudson like shit. Supposedly he didn't get invited to the premiere.
Really?
What?
Yeah, and a whole bunch of other silly shit that he spoke out. He said Bill Murray stepped up to the plate for him with a lot of stuff. Like,
what in the Gone with the Wind are we talking about?
Yeah, it's crazy. I pull up the article and give it to y'all. It was just, and because it started happening when around,
and he came back to do sequels. He came back to do the sequel, and he came back for these reboots.
Yeah, that's why. Because Murray, he like, look here. He like, if y'all got a problem with him, y'all got a problem with me. And
my dog.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson. And he said after that he didn't have any more issues. Because Ghostbusters 2.
Bill Murray can cuss Lucy Liu out all the fuck he wants.
So with the Real Ghostbusters,
I'm just playing. I love Lucy Liu.
Who was the Winston in the Real Ghostbusters?
Not Ernie Hudson.
Mm-mm. There's a story. Look it up. Don't look it up. I know it. Don't look it up.
Word.
You probably did.
In the first 3 seasons.
No way.
Yeah.
So, Uncle Joey.
If you ain't come across this one, so Ernie Hudson went in because he had never done voiceover work. He wanted to reprise his character for the cartoon.
None of the original actors are in it though.
Nah. But Ernie Hudson, he said he wanted to do voiceover. He never done it, and as an actor. Yeah. And he auditioned, and he didn't get the part.
But I'm the live action guy.
They said he didn't sound like the original actor.
That is called stupidity, because he is the actor.
Yeah, you can look it up.
No way.
That's
Hudson
like-
tells the story.
That's like Michael Keaton auditioning for Batman the Animated Series and not getting that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and they hired Arsenio. They hired Arsenio Hall.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I think it was just probably stuff. I don't know, but Arsenio wasn't that huge.
He only
back then,
did this
especially
shit the
before
first 3
coming to
seasons.
Africa. Yeah,
Hey
and then they
man,
switched.
we can't all be James
from
Avery.
Full House was the voice of Ray.
Yeah, David
Peter.
Yeah,
He
Peter. my fault.
Uncle Joey was Bill Murray for season 3
Yeah.
through 7. A
But,
lot of recognizable animated voice actors in this motherfucker though.
James Avery's in it for 3 episodes.
About to say, bro,
Really?
we can't all
Uncle
be
Phil?
we can't all be
Uncle
Uncle Phil. First thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Yeah, I think
I
like
would love them to reissue that series again.
I was watching that like dead ass. Like I'm like what, like 5-6 years younger than Eric. Rocket, what's our age gap?
Mm-hmm.
I'm too fucking old. That's all.
Bro, I'm 86. You older than
Shit, I'm 8
Sid?
years older than you.
Huh?
I'm 49, bro.
You're
Really?
49?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm the
Ain't even with your old ass anymore, bro. With your decrepit ass.
Bro, man, this time I wake up, I'm like, I feel like I'm 80. I was like, man,
So-
But
finished
y'all
high
was
school
watching
20
this.
years ago. I'm like,
But y'all was watching the real Ghostbusters.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that. I remember when they was the reason why they got the real Ghostbusters because there used to be a show called
The other one.
The Ghostbusters, and it was
Yeah.
with the gorilla. Had like a gorilla,
A
shit
weird
like that. Yeah,
show.
and I'm like,
It-
what? This ain't the Ghostbusters.
Damn.
So then they brought out a couple
Real
like, the
Ghostbusters.
That shit-
and I was like, yeah, this is what I'm used to.
That shit
But
started.
that cartoon is based on the actual show where they
Yes.
need to get permission for the name.
That shit
Yeah,
started
That
in
was written
'86.
Something.
I must have caught that shit in syndication
Yeah.
because it started like 6 months after I was born.
Yeah, it was definitely probably syndication. Because
I wanna
Those action figures was fire.
yeah, I had a lot of those toys. I'm pissed and missed that I let a lot of those toys go. Those
Yeah,
toys
bro. I
were going
passed
away.
off a lot of my action figures to my little cousin, bro. Worst day of my
Yeah.
life.
Like I had the trap, the proton pack, the
I don't know
the
if I did or
car.
not.
Like man, yeah, those toys.
I'm trying to find like the cartoon, like that animated one.
Damn.
Yeah.
So-
But speaking of the
so-
gap between the first 2 movies, look at the gap.
I
It's
just
a,
had a
it's
re-
a 5-year gap.
I just had a revelation.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Rocket is older than the original Halloween.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, I am. That shit came out in 1978. Yep.
I don't even know if
10 years old
you.
when I saw that.
I don't even know if you legally
That's fine.
permitted to talk to Nick.
What you got at?
Bro, I invented cinema, bro.
You was old as Jaws, my guy.
It's stupid.
You was old as Jaws, homie.
Yeah.
So
Um,
the Ghostbusters cartoon, it was crazy. Ghostbusters cartoon was from 86 to 87,
Yeah.
but it was one season of 65 episodes.
60. Yeah, they used to bang them out back
What
then.
the fuck is
Yeah.
Extreme Ghostbusters
Right.
though? I just
I
never.
never heard of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
I
never.
remember that.
I never
It
got
was
on with Extreme
It was like
Ghostbusters.
3 seasons. If that.
Oh, it looks pretty like the Batman-ish.
Yeah.
I don't really know if
But
I'm
look
vibing
at,
with that animation.
Part 2. I guess we could discuss because at the like you said, the 35th anniversary is coming out for that.
Yeah.
Right?
With Peter McNichol goofy ass.
Yeah. Which was it's a Peter. Have y'all ever watched the amount of deleted scenes from that movie?
Nah.
Oh,
That is what I want a director's cut of because they
Ghostbusters
cut
2?
a lot that it's not it doesn't give plot holes, but it makes a lot of stuff inconsistent.
Yeah.
And it's so you know the scene where they're slamming in the paint, right? This Ghostbusters 2 we're talking about.
yep.
And Ray gets hypnotized.
Yeah, I remember that.
Vaguely.
So a big scene cut that plays that comes back into play at the end of the movie. So when they leave the when they leave examining Vigo, Ray is still hypnotized, and then he just guns the Ecto, the Ghostbusters car, and they're trying to snap him out of it. And there's a clip from that scene that they cut in the actual movie. Remember, Peter's like in the back of the car and he does like a double take. I don't know if y'all remember. It's a little clip during the montage.
I remember that.
He looks and then he like does that, but that comes from that scene that they cut. And this is supposed to play back into him getting re-hypnotized at the end of the movie.
Interesting.
And Eugene Levy, entire character cut.
Ooh.
Have y'all seen his? He's the cousin of Louis Tully. A couple of his.
That's great casting.
Yeah, that's dope.
But they cut his whole character. He's the one in the original cut of the movie that gets them out of the crazy asylum when they get committed.
See, I want to see that version of it. Right? I want to see
that's what I'm saying. They cut and they reshot some, like the scene when they're trying to get Peter to come with them to go underground. That was shot in the apartment originally. Then they did it on the street. Remember?
Come with me if you want to live.
But
my bad, wrong franchise.
Yeah, y'all see, I'm a real geek with all this stuff. But the what is it? The Eugene Levy character is interesting. That's on YouTube. Those deletes.
I gotta check that out. Also, just looked it up. The Ghostbusters, the animated stuff. The Ghostbusters, the wacky one, dropped on 13th of '86.
Yeah, like 50 episodes.
The real Ghostbusters dropped 5 days later, same year.
So they were running.
What the fuck?
Continuously. So there must have been something where whoever they got the Ghostbusters one that we're just gonna do it.
Bro, the 80s was a trick.
Got the rights to be like, this is the real one with these characters. That's crazy that
it is.
Within less than a week of each other, they dropped.
Yeah, they were trying to capitalize because they still retain the rights to use the name. But it had to be based on what the original show was. That's why it's so damn weird.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
For like all throughout the 90s and maybe the 2000s, like Dan Aykroyd, like this motherfucker, like we only got Afterlife and Frozen Empire because Dan Aykroyd was such a fucking advocate for keeping his franchise cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a script. Like I had heard about this shit.
Yeah.
That like his idea for the original Ghostbusters 3 was like to go to hell and shit, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It says like a demonic version of Manhattan.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The only thing I know is Bill Murray was pulling the Harrison Ford card where he wanted his character to die.
Yeah.
That was a big holdup. Is in the script. That wasn't the case. He wanted his character to die. So it was like the big holdups.
What changed?
Why it never? Yeah, money. I don't know. So it's
the
like
bag, yeah.
It's just,
I get not killing off Venkman in Afterlife because they in it for like 20 seconds. But like the OGs was heavily involved in Frozen Empire. Like why not do it then?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
That's a good question.
But also, I feel like Life was fantastic because Harold Ramis passed away, and
emotion.
The way they did it and incorporated exactly the way they incorporated it, his character and how it ended, and that's with him. Obviously CGI character, but you hear all the OG saying, it's been too long. I should have called you. We should have talked. I bet you. That's something might have been in the script, but also with all the behind the scenes stuff and, back and forth and, the bad taste in their mouth arguing, they probably realized, that might have just been them just saying these lines, not being in the script, That's what I'm saying. It just, you don't realize, good, bad, or indifferent, when you lose somebody that was, you have more good times than bad, obviously. And this is an industry. This is an industry. And these guys, remember, Bill, they got into it. They were in Stripes. They did a ton of movies.
That's
together.
where I was about to
They
go.
were friends for a long time.
Like, they did a gang of shit before Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they were close. all these guys were close.
Yeah.
You know, then you have
Meatballs.
bad turns, and then someone passes away. I mean, come on, meet another one.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so it's like I guarantee you that dialogue.
Reitman directed
maybe not even
Meatballs.
in the script. You know, so
Ramis
that's
wrote
what I'm saying.
Meatballs.
It's
Yeah.
Afterlife had that emotional attachment. You know,
Yeah.
one OG actually passed away. You know, so how they incorporated that and all that. So I think with Frozen Empire, like I said, I had a good time. It was fun and all that.
I enjoyed
wish they
Frozen
would've-
Empire a lot.
So did I. But I wish they would have had the OGs in it a tiny bit less
Yes.
and moved it forward more with the family.
But it's like
Yeah.
I'm becoming like a huge fan of McKenna Grace. Like I love the McKenna Grace character in these two movies. And then she got like whatever they did with like her spirit and shit in Frozen Empire. That shit was dope.
Yeah, that was interesting. A lot of people didn't like that, but
That's what drove the plot. Like
Nah,
that's what let the big
yeah.
bad do like execute the plan. Without that, you don't have a movie. But like,
nah,
man,
I dug it.
motherfucker, I be seeing motherfuckers do that shit like, oh, Peter Quill is why Thanos snapped and blah blah blah. It's like, bro, like you wanna call a character a dumbass like you're arguing the writing of the movie. It just don't make no sense to
Yeah.
me. But it looks like Frozen Empire made $100 million over budget. Y'all think we get a 5?
Nah. It'll be. They'll set it up as the last. I would hope as a fan, but
I would like to see one more, but like do it in the sense of like Eric's saying. As a fan, I would like to see one more, but end it where, you know, if the OG guys were the one passes away or not, or whatever the case is, you hand the torch over, and then you just use your imagination, like, you know, their future was this, and it just leave it at that. Because some things don't need to be explained. You know what I mean? Let your imagination, and that's what makes characters or movies great, is because when you don't have to explain everything.
What are y'all talking about?
And I feel like sometimes, that's what, you know, when it comes to certain movies, they need to explain every damn detail.
Was that your answer to? Do we get a follow of the Ghostbusters Empire with the new cast? Frozen Empire.
I said, yeah, they should do a 5th one.
I ain't had that many drinks.
just a little.
I'm just because I love the Carrie Coon, Paul Rudd, McKenna Grace, Finn Wolfhard dynamic. As everybody was talking shit, and it's like I feel like we got like character development with them, where they at in life after like saving like Missouri and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're in New York, they're at the firehouse, they're trying to adapt to their new lives and shit. Like Paul Rudd with his like, am I a parental figure? Am I not? McKenna Grace legally couldn't be a Ghostbuster, and that was like her like life's purpose in that time.
Yeah.
There was some weird stuff like I love having the character podcast back, but like you guys were living in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, so why did he go to New York? Why did Bokeem Woodbine's daughter go to New York? Is she like college age? She might be college age. Like that's a little believable.
But I was like, that was the only like weird things.
And also,
those two characters
after Madam Web, she needed a bounce back.
Oh yeah,
yeah, a lot of them did, and they did.
And in advance, Sony, fuck you for not putting a slipcover on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Oh yeah, what?
Why the fuck are y'all doing the Disney shit of not putting the slipcover on the Blu-ray?
Well, Eric knows my answer to that. I'm getting the steelbook. So.
Fuck your steelbook.
Oh man.
Fuck your 4K.
But you know something? Speaking of Ghostbusters, something deleted scenes from Ghostbusters 2 that tie into Frozen Empire. So the Fan Wolfhard character has this little plot of trying to trap Slimer.
Yep.
Yes.
Deleted scene from Ghostbusters. Deleted subplot from Ghostbusters 2.
Deleted. It's not canon.
That plays into the ending. Is Lewis trying to catch Slimer at the firehouse in Ghostbusters 2.
Interesting.
Look at Randy.
I did not know that.
I think that if that's I'll send that one too. I think that's on YouTube.
This is kind of on topic. Is Disney Plus doing a Honey I Shrunk the Kids reboot show and Rick Moranis is signed on?
That's the last I heard. It's been quiet.
So they got to do 5 just to get him back.
Yeah, because and shout out to him.
Yeah,
his reasoning.
Fuck yeah,
I agree.
Rick Moranis is legitimately the most humble dude to ever work in Hollywood. The most down to earth motherfucker with his priorities in check ever.
No kidding, and he stuck to it.
Facts.
And I guess his children are grown now, and it's probably why he's just considering coming back. But
I don't know what movie it was. They don't
like
a bag of money.
He could have a fucking.
He was like, nope.
He could have like this fucking Brendan Fraser, Ke Quan like return, bruh.
We say everything threatened to sue him?
So for the 2016, let's call that go answer the call, since that's the subplot.
Okay.
No, it's called Ghostbusters.
Fuck
answer the call.
It's on the case. Ghostbusters.
Fuck, it's a tagline. Fuck that shit.
That's a subtitle. But anyway.
No.
Y'all don't remember? Like they exploited a contract clause to get everybody to come back and cameo.
Way to go, Sony.
That would have had them. Yeah. They would basically say we'll take legal action if you don't honor your contract. So that they got most of the people back because a few of them didn't want to be part of it.
Word.
And and Rick Moranis, he was like, "Sue me."
Bitch, fuck you.
They ultimately didn't, but
it's like, bro, this dude literally stopped acting to care for his family, and y'all about to sue him, bro? Eat a dick.
If I was the judge, and so I'd be like,
I ain't trying this bullshit.
This terrible.
Y'all lost money in the box office. Y'all can't sue nobody.
They say y'all can't sue nobody.
I don't know. Did they lose money?
Yeah. For that move? Yeah.
It made $144 million budget.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
Yeah, the budget is what did them in.
So
Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy had to have been a quarter of that, and Paul Feig.
They had to make about $350 to break even.
They did not.
No. That's fucking crazy.
I don't see this shit on here.
But yeah, it's that would have been curious to what they would have done. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was like. I need this is where I need Nick, because like me and Nick like half-ass defend that shit. Like it's not a bad Ghostbusters.
I'll put it like this. Here's my argument to my 2.5 star rating. Melissa McCarthy.
What's
the McCarthy? What's the other one's name? I just blocked it out of my
brain.
Kate
McKinnon, Leslie Jones,
Kristen Wiig. So look at everything else that the combination of people did together and how much better and funnier it was. Behind the camera, in front of the camera with each other. Bridesmaids, Spy.
Yeah.
And
The Heat.
And on SNL, who was you just said her name.
Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones.
Both of them. Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones.
Aside from Melissa McCarthy, they was all Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, and they were doing some of the best stuff, especially Kate McKinnon on SNL. And you should have been with this combination.
She was the scene stealer of the movie.
True enough, but with this combination, I mean, you should have been on the floor.
Yeah,
like stomach hurting, dying laughing.
It's probably, I guarantee,
a
couple times the cast had like ideas for bits or different scenes or gags or whatever, and they got shot down.
It had to have been, and it's just, yeah. And funny enough, they cut one of the scenes that I think was actually pretty interesting. I think they restored it on Blu-ray. It was funny, and the dancing.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember that.
That's why I feel like I have like
It's on.
I have like a
it's under
vision
the
of Chris
leading
Hemsworth
themes.
pop locking in my
Of the
head.
Blu-ray.
You should pop like it. But yeah, it's.
Oh, we talking about
unfortunate.
like when Kristen Wiig is like trying to twerk on Chris Hemsworth and shit.
No, that's not it.
Cause like
No,
that was some of the funnier shit where they were like crushing on him and like gender
Yeah.
reversing the like sexual harassment shit. That shit was funny.
No, it was. But yeah, and yeah, it was just like little bits of stuff you could. Yeah, it just didn't come together for some reason. I don't know.
There's so many paragraphs on the controversy tab for Ghostbusters 16.
Yeah.
It's not
And
even
then
controversy.
they
It's
shot
motherfuckers butthurt because it was an all female cast.
But you know what? And then there's that, which I think a lot of it. I think they foresaw a lot of it was going to happen.
That's straight up why they didn't do a second one.
And then
To swerve Twitter.
the way they went about it, you don't bash the audience, because I think a lot of it wasn't really happening. I think they anticipated to happen a certain way and it didn't, but they already were defending themselves. Oh, are you in your basement, all that, and it backfired.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And the only thing that the fans were doing that they expected to were defending themselves because they were being attacked.
Yeah.
Based on anticipation. Which is, if you understand what I'm saying, but
Don't nobody understand what you're saying,
but-
man. Do you understand the words
yeah,
coming out
go
of my
on.
mouth?
But going back, to the original Ghostbusters.
Ooh. Oh.
40 years.
Hey, doesn't feel like it.
So
For you?
play a fun game.
That's messed up.
Y'all old, bruh.
That's messed up.
I just
Play a
can't
fun
believe it's
game.
40
Who
years.
is the? And it's crazy.
It's 8:30 in
Dan
Virginia.
Aykroyd.
Like, Nick could have popped in like 45 minutes ago.
Really? When did he get off?
He said 7:30.
Oh, where's this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But what's interesting? In '84, who do you think the
Ronald
oldest
Reagan.
Ghostbusters was?
The audience.
I don't think he.
I feel like
Uh,
in 1984, when motherfuckers were not sensitive, I feel like Ghostbusters was probably for everybody.
Yeah.
oh no, he was PG.
Ghostbusters was PG?
Yeah.
Whew. I knew that.
Telling the kids.
So
People-
was the other movie we're not talking about, but Gremlins.
Gosh. Thank God
Yeah,
for
it was
Steven
PG.
Spielberg and his monkey brains.
Yeah, but he's the reason he literally came up
Invented
with the
PG-13.
idea for the rating PG-13. Yeah. But
Bro,
But
like, we be
that
talking about
movie still
1999. My bad. We be talking about 1999
No.
as a great year in cinema, but 1984 had some shit.
yeah,
My
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
if you had to choose, it's definitely one of the top 5 years, like great, just bangers of hits.
Bro,
'Cause,
we
yeah,
talking about
mentioned
Gremlins.
3.
We talking about
We mentioned
Ghostbusters.
Temple of Doom.
We talking about
Temple
Temple
of
of Doom,
Doom,
Karate Kid, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Beverly Hills Cop, Terminator. Whew.
Bro.
That's only to name some.
And look how many franchises were just born.
Oh, and
just in
David
that
Lynch's
year.
Dune. How could I forget David Lynch's Dune?
Man, it's easy to forget.
Yeah,
But
no shit.
True.
oh yeah. So Randy, I would put this in
Yes, sir.
perspective. How old are you?
38. Good buddy.
38. Back then, Bill Murray was 4 years younger than you.
Say what? You cut out.
Now I said back then, Bill Murray was 4 years younger than you.
In '84, he was 34.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm a failure at life.
I didn't mean it like that.
Bro, I was
crazy
watching.
when you look back at movies.
I was. This probably has nothing to do with movies and nothing, but I was. Something came up. I don't remember if it was like a sports coach or a film director, and it was like, bro, they 30 some odd younger than me. And I was just thinking, like, damn, like I ain't done shit with my life. But, we can't be thinking like that.
You've lived. But
So,
it's just funny, you look back at movies and you realize, like, wow, I'm now older.
Yeah, I do that shit all the time. But in Ghostbusters 2, he was 39, so I'm still younger than Bill Murray in Ghostbusters 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're technically younger than I don't think so.
Bro, 16
No,
candles.
I think you're technically...
Search for Spot. Conan the Destroyer.
Oh, you still looking
I'm still looking at 84 movies.
That's the sequel.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the sequel, Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Which wasn't bad.
Nah.
Will Chamberlain.
Well, how about to say Will Chamberlain and Andre the Giant was in that shit. I put up the anniversary for that movie this morning that Seth Green directed. I only put that shit up because Randy Orton is in that motherfucker.
Wow.
Right.
Oh boy. But yeah, speaking of which, Ghostbusters was PG and
Bruja.
The rating systems was a little bit different in the 80s.
Yeah, people are soft now. Shit.
Nah,
Yeah.
hold on. Fuck that.
1980.
1980. Nah. I just had another revelation that ain't got nothing to do with Rocket's age. Temple of Doom came out around Memorial Day, '84, right? Y'all was alive. Y'all was aware.
Yep. I was 3.
I was half dead. It's all right.
Ghostbusters and Gremlins came out 2 weeks later. Why didn't they get PG-13?
I guess it wasn't. I don't know.
They was still playing a little loosey-goosey with that PG-13. Good, bro. If fucking Ghostbusters and Gremlins are PG, why the fuck is Batman PG-13?
Well, that's the thing is...
But actually, Temple of Doom was not PG-13. It was PG.
PG.
Oh, so like they created it. There was probably a Batman Returns like outcry, right?
Yeah.
And
but the thing is, so based around this, which is why Spielberg, because he kept having troubles, based around Poltergeist, Gremlins, and Temple of Doom.
He was pushing the envelope like a motherfucker.
The MPAA.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the reason. Because all those 3 movies are PG. A movie where a man looks in the bathroom mirror, his skin off his face to the bone, was PG.
Which one is this? Poltergeist?
Poltergeist.
So
yeah, that's an R. That's an R though.
But I tell you this right now, the reason why Ghostbusters didn't get a PG-13 because Ghostbusters dropped on June 8th. The PG-13 rating didn't come out till July 1st.
It was invented a month later.
July 4th?
It was invented.
Yeah.
July 1st of 84.
Oh, July 1st. Okay.
PG-13 was born technically.
And the first PG-13 movie being Red Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, what's that? Who's talking? Who's speaking?
Yeah, that's crazy. So that means Raiders was PG. Last Crusade and on were PG-13.
Right.
That's correct, man. We talking about like Henry Jones Jr. potentially on some hypothetically, allegedly on some pedophilia in a PG movie.
Oh yeah, that theory,
that bullshit, right?
But then you got Beetlejuice in the late '80s that dropped a F-bomb in a PG movie.
Beetlejuice was PG.
Yeah, It's all inconsistent.
Bro, yeah, the 80s was such a wild time. I don't know how y'all survived.
Oh, it was a great time.
It was a great time.
I'm an
It's in a
80s
great
baby, but I'm a 90s kid. Y'all
Right,
are
there you go.
80s kids. Whew.
Yeah.
I ain't know Rec League
It was a
Podcast
good
was
time,
running a
man.
motherfucking
Yeah, it was.
retirement
Yeah, it
home in this
was.
bitch.
But speaking of which, look at what's the name. During
So,
Frozen Empire.
Rocket, this upcoming NFL season,
Your boy was shocking everybody.
Rocket got a root for San Francisco
What
this upcoming NFL season.
No, when Ernie Hudson was like everybody was like, man, you look at him, how good the great shape he's in. He was 77.
Yeah.
And then Ernie Hudson, when he was trending for like a week because of that. I don't know if y'all remember
When
that.
Frozen Empire came out. Yeah, he was hitting on in premiere
Yeah.
circuits and shit, looking swole.
Yeah, he was a tight t-shirt on. And...
Facts.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep, Ghost and Gremlins was good. And
Gremlin. Y'all both seen the new Batch, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen the new. Is the new Batch a Christmas movie? Is it around Christmas?
No.
Fuck.
No, it's no.
It was only the first one.
Yeah, like I
that's
don't
the
want to
first
catch the smoke from Nick for watching Gremlins out of season, but then I don't want to watch the new Batch during Christmas time. And
And you can watch that whenever
Nick is
whatever season
Nick is
it
the end all be all authority of what time of year we should watch movies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
man.
Aren't they like? Isn't that another one they talking about like trying to like bring back
What, Gremlins?
Gremlins? Yeah.
I heard I haven't heard anything about it. That's news to me if it is.
Word. 2020, Columbus stated that CGI would not be used for the Gremlins and traditional puppets and animatronics would continue to be used.
So then, what's the status of it?
Wikipedia and potential sequels. Fucking Casablanca got a potential sequel on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah,
No.
I just made that up.
That's terrible.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
Like a booger, I stick to this.
Yeah.
Where's a potential sequel for The Pest? Nothing.
Buried in hell somewhere.
Facts. The Pest
yeah.
2, just like Beetlejuice, The Pest 2 could open just by killing off Jeffrey Jones. Fuck it.
The past was
Wow.
terrible.
I hate that movie with a passion.
Why? Yo,
That movie's terrible.
when I was 11 years
Terrible,
old,
man.
randomly on Showtime, The
That's
Pest
why
was
you
the
like it.
shit. When I was 11 years old, bro,
Yeah.
like he was rapping in the shower.
Have you rewatched it as an adult?
No, because it's not on
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
do
That's like childhood nostalgia to the point. If The Pest ever came on Blu-ray, I would buy that shit.
that.
And I know it's trash.
Oh, that's an hour and a half of your life you'll never get back.
Honestly,
So don't
that's
even
probably like 5.5
attempt
hours. I've watched that multiple times.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just glad you done it as a child because you'd probably be disappointed with yourself.
It's so bad.
In November 2015, Zach Galligan confirmed that a third film will be a sequel and not a reboot. I mean, there's nothing like imperatively recent on a Gremlins 3.
Yeah, good. They should leave it alone.
Right?
Doing a belated sequel.
Right? Like, not
It's like
everything
everything
from
else, though.
way
I mean-
back needs to be brought back.
Yeah, I mean, but Top Gun Maverick started that shit. Now everybody wants to, like, 40 years later, here comes,
Did it,
this
though?
IP coming out because of it.
Did it, though?
Well, I mean,
We talking about
I mean-
Rocky. We talking about Rambo. Like, did it, though?
yeah, belated. Well,
It's
hopefully,
The
hopefully
Legacy
they'll take note
sequel.
from-
The Legacy sequel has been around. Round and round.
but hopefully they'll take note and make
That's a fact.
an awesome movie like Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. I
That shit's a
agree.
banger.
Because you want to talk about belated sequels? like the comedy related sequels. We mentioned this plenty of times. Zoolander 2, and what's another one?
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my goodness, we talked about that. I think not in the group. Like, what the hell happened?
The Farrelly Brothers comedy don't translate, bruh. The comedy, the Farrelly Brothers' sense of humor does not translate past Fever Pitch.
Nah. But that's why one of them broke off and made, what's the name?
Yeah.
Won an Oscar. No, I'm thinking somebody else. Am I?
No. Like, one of the Farrellys directed Green Book.
Yeah. I am thinking about it, yeah.
And
but also when it comes to comedy, though, comedy's subjective, but also it's the time period. You know what I mean? Like, what we thought was funny back 10 years ago, even 5 years ago,
but it's
not funny now.
Those motherfuckers cooked one of the GOAT Seinfeld episodes. And, like, now just aren't fucking funny. But, we playing, like, Eric wasn't here last time. I mentioned...
Yeah.
I mentioned the pod was dead, bro. Like Wolf of Wall Street. Like, I'm not fucking leaving. But we are playing each bi-weekly episode by ear. We have a date when the audio only is gonna shut down, and we are in the lab trying to find a new home. So after early July, which will be the end of season 6. We have seasons unofficially. After that, I don't know when we gonna be back. So it's like that Deadpool spoiler episode might be in like October.
It's October.
Dead ass.
From July to October. We'll get it together.
We just gotta find a new home for the audio only.
Yeah.
Video is handled. But in 2 weeks. What the fuck we gonna do in 2 weeks? Because I don't know.
You seem real worried for no reason. You just gotta switch platforms. That's it.
I don't. Nah, like
to learn.
I guess I haven't broken it down to you.
Probably pain in the butt.
I guess I haven't broken it down to you, but we got 57 seconds. I don't know if y'all gonna even watch Inside Out, so I don't know what the fuck we gonna talk about in 2 weeks. But we'll come back in 2 weeks and we'll have something. It is Rec League. Drop your comments on Bad Boys as a franchise. Drop your comments on Ghostbusters as a franchise. I will be back. I haven't written shit, but some saliva will be spit. It is Rec League, you bitch. Hey yo, roll credits. Movie's over. This the main event. Rappers hear me spit, and then they ain't content. Glenn Powell with the hit, man. We can link later. Shorty know you a bum, dipped out, and I can't even blame her. Whack-ass rappers definitely keep something in their mouth, but it's not pussy, even though they saying that they alf. Flyer than a Pegasus. Your jokes I dug less like Frederick's, something like a good fella, Joe Pesci. Fuck with me and you better get ready, cause I'm getting mine's back, but it's 10 times as deadly. Y'all motherfuckers getting cooked like fettuccine, trying to be me. Y'all fuck boys need to find a genie that wear a bikini, trying to find my Nemo like eeny meeny. But I been drinking, making these M&Ms disappear like I'm Houdini. John Cena, y'all can't even see me. And chill until the next episode.